the grip trainers only train your ability to close your hands.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to develop an imbalance, because when you have a muscle imbalance, like the overdeveloped muscle, number one, it can cause tightness and it can cause it can make you prone to injury. But also, that overdeveloped muscle will never hit its potential if the counter muscle is underdeveloped. So in the case of the forearms for grip, it's the extensors where you're opening your hands that don't really get a whole lot of training. So I found these like little rubber discs with holes in them, and you just like put your fingers in them and then you open them.
Yeah.
And they have, and I actually wonder if they had you use those in physical therapy.
Yeah, I've used those. I've used those before. It's important because, you definitely, we tend to train like one exercise and we say that's our arms.
Yeah.
But like each muscle, for the most part, our muscles have opposites that should be trained also. Otherwise,
Yes.
I don't want the bottom of my arm yanking on the top.
Yeah, and I think this is
To
like
oversimplify
an overall tip I would try to give to people at whatever level of fitness they're pursuing. Vary things up, because it can be easy, especially if you're in weight training. It can be easy to get into a routine that just goes forever, and then you overdevelop certain muscles and you never develop their counterparts. And I mean, the biggest one is guys who bench a lot. They never develop the back muscles, so they just get really, really tight and their shoulders are pulled forward, and then there's a lot they can't do. Like, I thought that this was cool when I was a kid, and I realize it isn't now. My dad, who was like a record-holding bench press athlete, couldn't touch his elbows together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's just because your chest is so big, but I think it's like also a flexibility issue. So
Yeah,
I think
seems
he would have
possible.
been able to develop the ability to touch the elbows together, even if his chest was big, by just working on flexibility.
Well, that's what happens when we train for like the vague idea of like just strength. Like I want the biggest number rather than I want to be an overall fit
That's
like
the thing.
body.
Yeah. I want to be a versatile, fit, capable athlete that is able to basically tackle anything. And I think this is why Ninja Warrior appeals to me, because it's like you basically need to be able to do everything to do that.
Yeah. It's not about hitting a certain number of something. You just
Yeah.
need to be ready for everything that comes at you.
Yep. Parkour, balance, grip work, upper body strength, running up a wall, all of it. You gotta be ready for it all. And I love that idea.